Hello and welcome back to my next episode of my speedrun of Dyson Sphere Program, where with each new episode we change plans. So last episode I set up some orbital collection of fire ice and hydrogen on this ice giant, and I said I was going to use that to make graphene to make solar cells. So that plan has changed. I'm going to use it to make graphene to make purple science. Because we need purple science needs all of that. Okay, it's reasonably close to my base. Let's go in orbit because it's faster, and I'm gonna set up my graphene facilities here. Okay, so I'm gonna put my logistics station over here, and to use one full Mark 1 belt, I need 6 chemical plants of graphene. Right, so let's place those over here. Yeah. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. These are significantly larger than the assembling machines. That's fine. So this will use up one belt of graphene, one belt of fire ice, and produce one belt of graphene and half a belt of hydrogen. Okay, let's hook them up. Graphene, hydrogen. Okay, wait. Let's use that trick. Should automatically apply the filter. So we'll put it closer. And then copy the other one, and this should automatically apply the filter for hydrogen. Okay, perfect. And then if you can build a second array, we can build it underneath here, and then use the same hydrogen belt. But for this already we need 10 orbital collectors, so that upgrade is going to be for in a little while. But chemical facilities have this nice thing: you can put place a protocol in this little nook. Okay. Right, and then to turn this into graphite, I did not calculate in advance, into carbon nanotubes. No, wait, I did calculate it. So for 2 lines of graphene, which is what we need if we want to have full speed over science, so that's 4 science per second. We need 16 chemical facilities, so we have half, so we need 8. Okay, let's make sure we have 8. Or first go grab some steel. Let's grab some steel from over here. Okay. And I guess also some bricks. Okay. We already have, so that's 3, 6, and I needed 2 more. Okay. Let's grab glass. Like brick and glass are some of those resources you only need them for constructions and. Oh no, glass not. You also need glass, but brick is something you only need for constructions and yeah, for nothing else. Or I guess a foundation, but that's also kind of a structure, I guess. But there's a nodal production chain that needs it. Makes it quite peculiar, I guess. Okay, so we need 8, and later we're gonna need another 8. Do we have enough space here? I guess so. So 8. Was that enough space? Just, but it is, I think, enough space. We have enough margin. Okay. And these are for carbon nanotubes. Okay. Paste. Did I actually set the recipe here? No, I didn't. This is for graphene from fire ice. Copy, paste. Okay. Let's also add the power. Over here we don't have a space to put this in this. Oh, we do have on the top. I think it's dependent on whether or not. Oh, where on the planet you are, because some squares have more space than others, and yeah. I really wonder what the devs are going to do when they have to make blueprints from these things. Okay, so this also needs titanium ingots, which are over here. So that's easy enough to plug in. This is at height. Actually, let's use a splitter version I don't use very often. That's this one. This goes on the bottom, this from the bottom goes over here, and this from the top port. Yes, okay. And I used the wrong lane. This will work better. And then you have the return line on the bottom, which will not be completely filled because this is 322. Right, yes, 322. Let's see. Okay. That's going nice. Let's hook up all the splitters. So it's actually quite curious about how many output ports these chemical facilities have on each side. Because if you have lanes like this in a line, you can have only three output ports on one side. Let's make this a little bit longer. So in that case, only way to use 4 output ports is if you have like the lanes coming in and one from this side, one from the other side. Yeah, sure. And I think this is a piece of titanium on the edge of the belt. Okay. Then, yes, next step, combining these two power networks. Maybe not put it in the direct in line of the hydrogen belt. This will work better. And then I need another logistics tower. I think I should also make somewhere a small facility that makes these particle containers, because we also need them for quite a few different things. I think by the end we also need it for something permanent. Forgot from which. I think gravity matrix. So I'm not gonna fit it in there. What did it cost again? Yeah, that's a resource that's only found at black holes, I believe, so that's not gonna happen. Can I still add something to... this box? Not really. Then you have the line of copper somewhere over here. Here at the end. Okay, whatever. So it's gonna be a little bit stupid, but whatever. As long as it's producing. And then here we add some of these things. Let's just grab a whole bunch of these. Let's keep looking for myself. And then grab a bunch of graphene so that thing can keep producing for some time. Okay. That should keep it going for some time. Okay. I think we're getting lots done this episode. It's only 11 minutes in. I guess that's nice. I guess I also should think about making some logistics vessels. Right, so I think our factory has taken already a significant chunk. Taking up a significant chunk of the planet, which is cool to see. Let's place this here. You want fire ice. That we can find, and we have some vessels somewhere in this inventory. It needs power. And yes, you are fetching some. Okay. Next up. No, I'm considering in which direction I want the hydrogen to go. So I can also fetch hydrogen from this tower, which seems to make sense, seems logical. Then I would have my my stills over here, my fractionators over here. But then it's maybe a good idea to route this hydrogen back towards the tower, maybe even into the tower, like making it use like an say before, like a 12-way splitter plus storage facility. Yes. Oh, I don't need to have it that high. And just feed this back into this facility. And you want hydrogen and even demand some. Okay, and then we can make more hydrogen outputs. Let's make it immediately a Mark II belt. Use the far side. I don't know why, I just feel like using the far sides. Okay, and then here we can build our deuterium refineries, fractionators. And so I calculated that for one yellow belt you need about 10 fractionators. So about 20 fractionators, like we have over there. So over there we have 20. And grab some towards the sunrise. Oh no, we have an eclipse. That's useful too, I guess. Okay. How many do we have of these? Do we already have? About 50. Let's just grab them all. And let's immediately also make some extra towers. Or not. No, what would be a good feature to have? That's in this UI. It also said how many you had. So if you're almost out, you can also see it. But I guess that's maybe a bit too much to ask. Fractionators. Then glass. I think we now have a 20, so it's fine. Okay. Yeah, we have 20. More than 20. Oh, here is a sunrise. Okay. Because I noticed we have a couple of bits of water here and there, so I'm trying to minimize the amount of foundation I want to need. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's make the columns 8 wide instead. So there's a curious thing about these columns. It's that the more fractionators you have in one loop, the less efficient they become. This is because they get most efficient if you can belt a full blue belt worth of hydrogen through them. But each fractionator removes 1% of the hydrogen out of the loop. So if you have, like, say 100 fractionators in one loop, then each one so reduces hydrogen by 1%. So at the end you have like only 10% of the belt is filled. So in that respect, so if each fractionator had maximum efficiency. Let's queue up some more research. I think I could beeline for warp drive, I guess. So let's do that. So yeah, if each fractionator had maximum efficiency, then you need 20 to completely empty a yellow belt of hydrogen, incoming belt of hydrogen. But because we can't have maximum efficiency if you use a single loop. Oh yeah, because yeah, each one loses a bit of efficiency as the loop progresses. Yeah, it doesn't. There is not a perfect amount, a perfect size you can use. I guess that's my point. There isn't a perfect size of. Oh, it is a perfect amount of fractionators in one loop you can have. Okay. Should be enough to make some more tree belts. Then prioritize this side so it doesn't jam up. Okay. Let's, I guess, not add some power. let's also spend a bit of my handcrafting time to make a whole lot of Tesla towers, because I'm running out quite often. I think one of the things I don't have in my no, I don't have them in my mall, because they're actually quite easy to make, just annoying and very nice. Like all this very high amount only takes a minute to craft its entirety. Okay, let's add power. Also, these fractionators have really weird and big hitboxes. So, for example, if I click here, I'm still clicking on the fractionator. So, it's mildly annoying. So, this makes it almost impossible to add belts on the back side of a fractionator. You have to change your camera so you're facing the front sides. Okay. This should be that loop complete, and then I think I'm gonna just belt this over to there. And then over here I'm leaving some space to make the rest of vertical signs, I guess. This is maybe also something you can use logistics storage for. That would not have been a bad idea. We're out of these things. I guess the ships are busy with doing other things. Yeah, okay, a belt. That was all it. Right. Being a little bit scatterbrained here. We're also already at 23 minutes, but I guess I want to finish this belt first. If my robots show up again. And, yeah. Okay, so this should be hydrogen shortage solved for now, because I believe it will come back. Hydrogen shortage. And also, this will solve the deuterium shortage for some time. So yeah, the other facility is now fueling these 3 assemblers, and this facility will these 4 assemblers, 3 to 4. So this facility will also be about 3, I guess. And okay, we do have some fuel here, which is good. No, the question is it working? No, we're missing like 4 bits of belts. Okay, but I think I'm gonna leave it here today for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time.